I think Michigan's got more than a shot. Like I think the spread's what one score, 7 points, 7, 8 points, something like that.
We'll settle that on the field, baby. We'll settle that on
Right,
the field.
exactly.
And I'm not too worried about that. It's I think that's a lot of SEC bias too. A lot of and so, but I don't fear Georgia. I respect them, but I definitely give us a good shot versus them. You don't and you just Michigan has earned that respect to me that this year where they have played the consistent football. They have the talent, the NFL talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and I think they can do enough offensively to to give themselves a chance. So we wrote a football out there, and also Georgia. And we'll talk about this more, Desmond. Georgia doesn't have a quarterback that can rip us apart. Rip us apart. You know what I'm
His
saying?
his name's not Stetson Bennett. I know that for sure.
So we'll
Potentially
see.
JT, but I don't know. And then before we wrap, Blesniak 21 left us a super chat. Thank you so much. They put, I think everybody has doubted us all year, and we're going to show people what we are about. Go blue. That's big. It's big time stuff. I mean, how you feel right now? Like you're getting ready. Like we got the lull going on. You're getting ready for the college football playoff.
I
New
get to
Year.
enjoy the holidays, man. It's a great feeling, dude. Get to enjoy the holidays, and
You're gonna have a
normally
really
around
good
this,
Christmas.
yeah, really good Christmas. I mean, like it's funny, man. Like normally this time of the year I kind of check out, because I can for one, because my team's not really playing for anything, and of course I'll watch the bowl game, but this will be the first time that right after Christmas, it's like we're really ramping up for like, wait, we got the playoffs? Like, oh my god! And it's like,
Playoffs.
and New Year, and the game's on New Year's Eve, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
Yes.
uh, and we're gonna have to be on after that. Should be
Hold on.
interesting.
Pause real quick. Uh, if you guys would drop us a chat if you would have a problem with us starting after midnight, because my thought is game's kicking off at 7:30. There's gonna be some pre-game whatever, but it's New Year's Eve. Like the ball's gonna drop. That was one thing that came to my mind today was just what would our viewers think about that, because that would be interesting. But it'd be
It's
cool
a
if we could
long night.
kick off at like 12:15 or something like that. But yeah, it's a long night. But also too, it's New Year's Eve, so we'll see. But anyway, go ahead.
I think we're all gonna be having libations and enjoying a good time.
Yes, we
So
will.
yeah.
Yes, we
So
will.
I look forward to it, guys.
Um, so yeah, no, I mean, Christmas will be here, and then after that, and it's gonna be, you're gonna be less than a week from the big game, and talking about playing in the college football playoff. Like it's gonna be it's gonna be incredible, man. It's gonna be really, really cool. And like I said, and it's not as if you snuck in and you're just hoping to hold on to a game. Like, no, you've got a legitimate shot to beat Georgia. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that's saying anything crazy. Like, I think Michigan legitimately has that. So,
I would
uh,
worry real quick. I would
mhm,
worry actually a lot more about Georgia's attitude if the game was played this weekend because I do believe they're a little ticked off from last week. But I think with such a long layover that those extreme emotions kind of wear off.
probably
You're like,
fade off.
well, we're
Yeah.
in, whatever. It happened. We still have a chance to win a national title. But I think playing them like this weekend, it could have been like, they could be like itching to get back out there. So I actually think it kind of helps Michigan a little bit that Georgia probably will chill out a little bit.
Yeah. And Michigan's just going to be just riding high and confident and ready to roll, focused, like they've done all year. So,
Real
excited,
quick,
man, excited.
30 seconds.
Sure,
Did you
go ahead.
have any problem with, we didn't go, I totally forget we didn't go into it, any problem with the Heisman finalist? I didn't understand the Pickett one. I thought Aiden, debatable between him and Anderson if you're going to have a Kenny, is it Kenny? Okay, what's his first name?
Will Anderson.
What debatable between him and Will Anderson if you're going to have a defensive player representative to go. But I thought K9 was a snub.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pickett should have been out, and I don't think Aiden shouldn't have been in, but I think based on just the numbers of Aiden, like to Will Anderson's numbers. Like Will Anderson, like I get it. Aiden's had a phenomenal. I think for Aiden, it's more impact.
Absolutely. Leadership and
It's
impact.
not
Nope, I'm
just the
with you. That's
stats,
why I think
it's
he should be there.
impact. And I think
Yeah.
that's what got him there. But I also think Will Anderson should have gone as well because I think he's got more sacks. He's got more tackles for loss. I think Aiden's got him on QB pressures, but I didn't see those numbers laid out, but I'm fine with Aiden going. But yeah, I agree with you. I think for Kenneth Walker not to go, I thought that was a bit tough. Because
Snub,
and,
man.
and my thing is with Pickett. That's probably my biggest issue. I'm like, this is a quarterback that lost to Western Michigan. Like, what are we
It,
doing? Like,
I
I
just,
just,
I just
I don't
think
know.
I feel like it was one of those we can either have a quarterback there. It'd be weird not to have a quarterback at a high. I don't know, man. Like I thought that was a reach by them. I thought K9's been the most consistent running back in the country. MSU's offensive line is not very good at all. And I think he, I give credit where credit is due, man. He had a fantastic game. And we as Michigan fans were marveling at what Hassan Haskins did against the OSU. Well, K9 did that to us and won, just like we beat OSU. K9 was the sole reason that MSU beat us. Like he really was. And
Hmm.
I just like I think you got to think about, you talk about Aiden with impact, right? I think if
Hmm.
you take Aiden off Michigan, I don't think they have nearly the season they have, right? Besides his actual, because you got to think about the leadership too, right? Say if Aiden
Right.
went to NFL last year,
Hmm.
I don't think Michigan has the season they had, right? I think if you take K9 off of MSU, instead of going 10-2, that may be a 6-6 football team. Seriously. So I
Yeah.
just, man, I thought it was a snub, dude. Like he may be my rival, but I gotta tip my cap to him. He's a fantastic player. So whatever.
Yeah. Antoine Johnson gave us a super chat. Thank you so much. But he said, Dre, I don't have Twitter and don't know how to use it. Can you tweet that suggestion to Michigan? And I believe Josh Addis and all those guys are on Twitter. So do that
Yeah, no problem.
and do it today. Me in it too.
Tag you in too. Or I can just have you do it since you're like the Twitter expert between us two.
Listen, Antoine put in the chat, asked you to do it, Dre. So
I think
do it.
I think Antoine just wants the damn suggestion there.
Listen, he contributed to the show. He put the super chat in. I'm not putting words in
Fine,
his mouth.
fine,
He
I'll do it.
said Dre. So
It'll
you
get
do it.
done, Antoine. It'll get done either way.
Perfect.